valedictorian. Is that something you always wanted to be, or did it just happen? Or
It's a goal I set back in elementary school. It was something I always wanted to do, and I really just devoted school to becoming valedictorian.
Why was it important to you?
I'm extremely competitive, and I knew I could do it, and I set that standard for myself, and I held myself accountable. But also with college, like getting into colleges and scholarships, I knew it's something that I'd need at least top of my class, if not one. So that was kind of just my thing that kept me going, that kept me pushing.
And where are you going to go?
I'm going to go to Columbia International University.
And what you going to major in?
I'm a major in nursing.
All right.
I'm also playing softball there, so.
Okay, so scholarship?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah, well, very good. Okay. And so how long have you played softball?
I've played softball ever since I was little. I actually started a little late though. I started when I was 8 in coach pitch, and I've played ever since.
So where do you see yourself 10 years from now with that?
10 years from now, I'm hoping to be working in like a cancer center, working with oncology. That's kind of the part of the health field that most intrigues me, just because I have had some cancer in my family, so something I've always wanted to do.
Yeah.
I'd say one of my grandmas, she had breast cancer, and she just fought it for a long time. And then I have some other grandparents that have had cancer, and they've thankfully won the battle. All of them have, actually. So it's just something that my heart goes out to, and I just feel like I'm really invested in it.
As far as teachers, whether it's here, middle, elementary, all three, whatever you want to say, teachers that have inspired you over the years?
I would say that all my teachers I know that's very, but all my teachers have played a huge part. I've developed great relationships with my teachers. Some from elementary school, I would say, is just like Miss Conley. She was my gifted and talented beach teacher, and she really just pushed me. And I think she's honestly the one that kind of encouraged me and told me that I could do anything I set my mind to. So from Miss Conley to Dr. Cox and Rosemary, and to Mr. Z here in high school, and Miss Durham, and Miss Peace, and Coach Rowell, just really everybody in high school, all the teachers. I have developed great relationships. I'm so thankful for all of them.
What are you going to miss most about Andrews?
I'd say probably just the relationships I built, like with teachers, but then also with students and my friends, and just getting to spend time with them every day, like learn with them and grow with them. I think that's what I'm gonna miss most about being here.
Now, based on your career goals, since we don't have a cancer research center here, I imagine you don't see yourself coming back here to live in Andrews area.
Right now, I probably won't come back straight to Andrews just because there is no cancer center here, but I'll stay pretty local, probably as close as I can get to here in reasonable distance from wherever I'm working.
Yeah. What do you want people to remember most about you at Andrews High School when you leave here?
I hope they just remember that I left an impression of being kind, but also being humble about everything that I do, and that you can do whatever you put your mind to if you just stick with it and you're determined and you put in the work.
Where are you going for college?
Charleston Southern.
And where are you going to major in?
Kinesiology.
What is that?
It's okay, everybody asks me that. But it's basically dealing with like muscles, motor skills, anything in that realm, because I'm going into occupational therapy. So it's how the body works, how people can live everyday practical lives.
What's got you interested in that field?
Well, I love little kids. I have lots of little sisters, so I know I want to help kids. I've always wanted to help, but I couldn't do the blood, guts part of nursing, so I knew I wanted medical field, but something not so hospital-y. So I feel like occupational therapy is good.
Where do you see yourself with that field 10 years from now?
Well, I hope to be in a private practice somewhere, pediatric, obviously, working with little kids, just helping them out and getting them back to where they need to be. It's got a lot to do with a lot of times people see PT, which is physical therapist, and then they see OT too. So it's just rehabilitation and getting them back to where they need to be. So.
Now, do you see yourself moving back toward this area, or?
Yeah, definitely. I definitely want to stay local here.
Mm-hmm. What, family, friends?
Family.
Yeah.
It's a big one.
You got a big family.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, tell me about some of the teachers over the years that's inspired you.
All of them, really. I loved all my teachers. They're all super sweet. They connect with you. They make sure it's not just about learning, but that you're okay emotionally and all that good stuff. But if I had to narrow some down, I would definitely say Dr. Cox from middle school. He's like the first teacher I ever had that was like, you're going to do big things. You're amazing. Like, you have talent. And then when I got to high school, definitely people like Coach Rao, Mr. Clemens, who like encouraged me in my faith and like outside school things. And then Mr. Z, he was another huge encourager. He was like the best math teacher I've ever had. So those are big ones.
And what about people that aren't in the education field that may have inspired you over the years?
Well, there's lots of those too. We have this crossing guard who, I think her name was Thomas. Don't quote me on that. But she is like the sweetest lady ever. And every time we leave the parking lot or come back, she's always there, smiling face. She's just the best. She's so nice.
Yeah. What are you going to miss most about Andrews?
Oh. So much. I'm not ready to graduate. But I would say probably the teachers, friends, just getting to do little stuff like homecoming, football games. It's kind of sad to know that like that was your last Friday night lights or that was your last pep rally. Like those little things.
What do you want people to remember most about you, you know, from Andrews High?
Probably just how hardworking, how I don't say talented, but if you work hard at anything you do, it will pay off. Like scholarship wise, anything like that. It's worth the hassle now.
A 9th grader, 10th grader who wants to be Val or Sal when they graduate, what advice would you give them?
Start early. Everything you do, just do 110%. Like, you can have a project due and you just do bare minimum, and that's great, and you can get 100, but those extra steps, like doing that project to the best of your ability, making it so extra, like those little things, they add up in the end. And I'd say starting everything early. So scholarships, do those in the summer or early as possible. Get everything done ahead of time. Make sure you're on top of stuff.
I'd give the advice of just take every class seriously. So if this is a goal you have or something that you do want to pursue, normally people will tend to take your smaller classes kind of like, oh, well, I'm just not going to try these because they aren't core classes. Those classes matter too. Those grades matter. So just take every class seriously and give 110% in everything you do and try your best, and it'll pay off.